Bonjour classe. Aujourd'hui, je vous présente le participe présent. So this is the present participle. Some of you may have seen before, some may not. And the basic formation is taking the new form of any verb, cutting the ONS, and then adding ANT or ANT. So the examples they give you, nous écoutons becomes écoutons. Nous faisons becomes faisons. And in fact, they actually are spelled differently, but are homophones. They sound the same. A few irregulars to watch out for: être, avoir, and savoir. Être similar to the imparfait, where it has the e accent aigu t for the beginning, so that être becomes éton, avoir becomes ayons, and savoir becomes sachons. And these are forms we'll actually see again, the beginning part, the ay and the sach, when we do the subjonctif pretty soon. In addition to using those forms, we're going to add en to say that something is going on at the same time. So the example they give you is ils sont partis de chez nous en chantant. So they left our house while singing. And it could also be used to express how or why something is done. All right, so it translates in this way: en étudiant, tu réussiras. So by studying, you'll succeed. So we're moving on, and the present participle can be used without en. It does not need en in its construction. So, étant étudiant en art, je voudrais faire un stage, which we've seen before in our letter writing, that they use this structure, étant étudiant or étant étudiante. So, being a student of art, I would like to do an internship, is the translation of the sentence. Present participle can also be used instead of a relative clause. So this construction is typical down below. It says, en Chine, les personnes parlant français sont rares. En Chine, les personnes parlant français sont rares. So instead of saying qui parle, so in China, people who speak French are rare. You just get rid of qui parle and just use the present participle, parlant. In China, people speaking French is rare. Okay? And finally, you can actually use the present participle to create adjectives. And you guys have seen this many times, but now we get to label it and use it and know why it comes about. So you take the verb, you put it in the present participle, and you make it into an adjective. Just make sure that we have agreement with the subject. So here we have passionné, to be passionate about. So we passionnons is being passionate, and then we add an e because c'est une histoire passionnante. This we've seen with the verb intéresser. Intéresser becomes intéressant. So I would be je suis prof intéressant. And if I were female, I would be je suis prof intéressante. Here in the text, they give you the opportunity to practice it a bit and change your sentences up. So the instructions will do parlons instead of écrivons. And the heading is voilà, comment il faut faire. So how do we have to do it? Remplace chaque condition par un participe présent. Exemple, modèle. Si tu étudies bien, tu auras des bonnes notes. Si tu étudies bien, tu auras de bonnes notes. That's the original sentence. Then you change using the present participle. En étudiant bien, tu auras de bonnes notes. En étudiant bien, tu auras de bonnes notes. So do the rest and record them on Schoology, and we'll correct them in class. Au revoir, classe. Bonne soirée.